someone that we looked at that was interesting, Pablo Escobar.
Yep.
Was on the Forbes list. Which, if anybody watched Narcos, I'm an enormous Narcos fan. Narcos is unbelievable on Netflix. I love like cartel. Like, I don't know. I'm obsessed with like cartels. Like, it's just so crazy to me. I think it feels like, it always like stuck with me. I remember a long time ago, I was near the Mexican border, near Juarez. I was in, I think it's Arizona or New Mexico, that whatever backs up to it. And we were close to the Juarez border. Like, you could go there. And this is like I was probably 20 years old. And I remember seeing the news in my hotel room, and they said, no one go to Juarez. It's a lawless place right now. And I remember just seeing that in the news, and I was like, that's crazy, dude. Like, I've never heard like that. And it was like, that was 20 years ago. And it was just always like, I don't know. I always think about that. But then you start now seeing these cartels, and like the way it is down there, it's unbelievable. I mean, there was a guy that did Narcos that was like a scout, like a location scout guy, was killed by the cartel. Like, how crazy is that? It's a Netflix show. It's not like they were doing some weird documentary. It's a Netflix show, and that guy was killed by the cartel. Like, it's like, you just can't go do anything there. But Escobar, so what he was...
In 2019, if he were alive, his net worth would have been equivalent to $59 billion. So look at this list of who else he'd be right up there with. Michael Bloomberg's currently worth $60 billion. Mackenzie Bezos, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, is 59.9.
That's crazy. 50. She got how much? She got $60 billion.
She got, I think, $36 billion in the divorce.
And then she already had $1 billion.
I guess she had some stock in Amazon or something. I don't know.
Dude, how imagine that divorce? Is that bothering? You get a divorce, and you're worth $200 billion, so she gets, she gets half of his $100-something billion. Like, I told my wife, I go, look, if we ever get a divorce, you're out of your mind if you think you're getting some of my $1 billion. Her argument is we don't have even nowhere near $1 billion. But I said, if I do get there, you're not getting half of the $1 billion.
Yeah.
Like, does it not feel? But she made a good point to be like, look, if you have $50,000 and you get a divorce, they get $25,000. And if they've been there from the get-go, like, I get it. Like, my wife's been with me before I ever started comedy, so she deserves half of whatever I have, which is close to $4 billion. And then, but she, like, I'm not against, but there's a point. If a guy's got $120 billion, don't they just go, well, that's kind of ridiculous for you to get $60 billion. Like, do they not say, that's insane? We will give you, I don't know, $1 billion or $500 million or $1 billion.
Should put a cap on it somewhere.
They should go, there should be a cap in the divorce court to go, if you have more money than the state you're getting divorced in, you don't, the wife gets $1 billion. She doesn't get.
Who do you think has more of a right to their $59 billion? Mackenzie Bezos or Pablo Escobar?
I mean, Pablo worked, he built that up. I don't know what she's done.
I'm kidding, but.
You're.
I was saying one acquired it through a divorce, the other one acquired it through
murder.
Yeah. Building
He's
a drug empire.
I don't know, man. It's a tough one. I'm not on board with either.
I think Pablo took the harder route.
That's for sure. Yeah.
He was burying his money.
See, that's the thing. The cartel, they probably have more money liquid than any of these people. Because, I don't know what it's like being this rich, but I imagine most of their net worth is tied up in...
It's like having a lot of instruments in your house.
Hippos for Pablo.
He had hippos.
But I would say Pablo Escobar, he probably had more cash than any of these people, like actual cash.
Actual cash, yeah. But it was buried. He forgot, and then it would get messed up. Some of it they stay still buried.